Azalea, welcome to Azalea's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing how to make my daughter's dairy-free chocolate icing. I've just finished making some egg-free and dairy-free chocolate cakes for her, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put the icing together. And this icing, by the way, is good for anyone. I mean, it doesn't have to be just for kids. You know, if you have a sweet tooth and you like icing, this is a good icing. Now the margarine, I was about to say the butter, but it's not butter. The dairy-free margarine that I use is called Pure, and you find it in the UK in the large supermarkets. It's also soya-free. So Pure has two brands, two makes. It makes a soya one and this one, which is sunflower oil, so it's soya-free as well. Now, if you can't find in the supermarkets dairy-free margarine, my best bet years ago when I had to use it before the supermarkets were supplying this, was to go into Jewish delis, because they would have dairy-free margarine, so I would suggest to start there, or health food shops as well. They stock dairy-free margarine, so have a look in those places. Now I have icing sugar in here, cocoa powder, and cocoa powder I would, I've already sieved it, but I would sieve it because sometimes at the end you end up with little bits, and the margarine. Now the margarine goes straight in, and initially it's a little bit difficult to mix it in. Now when I'm making this amount that's on the recipe, I do it by hand. If I do large amounts, I obviously will then use a mixer. What you find with this icing is that it will never get super smooth, and one of the reasons is that if you overwork dairy-free margarine, I'm afraid starts to go into that liquidy form again. It will lose its structure, and you don't want that for icing because you need the support for icing. So bear in mind that you may not get the smoothest icing that you want as you would with normal butter, because it's more tolerant butter than the dairy-free margarine. So I've put it in there. As you can see, it just looks a bit of a mess. Now keep on breaking the margarine with a spoon into little bits and keep on mixing it in, and for a while it will appear as if nothing's happening, and then suddenly the icing will come together. So I'm going to bring the camera over for a closer look. If you keep on mixing, eventually it will look like rubble, and then slowly the margarine will start to get softened and be able to mix properly, and you can see now that it's not far away from being icing. So just keep on using your arm, there you go, and now it's getting into icing. At this point I'm going to get a whisk, a balloon whisk. So now I've changed to a balloon whisk, and I'm going to use a little bit of brute force just to get everything going. And that's it. The icing is ready and ready for piping. Now before starting to pipe, I would put it back in the fridge for half an hour just to cool it down again, and you'll get a better piping decoration on the nozzles if it's a little bit colder. So cover it up and put it in the fridge for half an hour at least before actually using. But if my daughter's around, which she is at the moment, it won't make the fridge, it will go straight into her mouth. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and the recipe for the egg-free, dairy-free chocolate cakes are on the website, and I'll see you next time.